If the best part of Italy wasn't the places we planned, but the moments we never expected.
On this trip, we explored two of Italy's most iconic cities, Florence and Rome, chasing rooftop sunsets, unforgettable food, hidden streets, and a few moments that completely surprised us along the way.
From the romance of Florence to the beautiful chaos of Rome, this trip reminded us that adventure doesn't stop at midlife. It actually gets better.
And trust us, one of our favorite moments of the entire trip almost didn't happen.
Come explore Italy with us.
We're Ernie and Jill, and after more than 30 years of marriage, we've learned that travel isn't just about checking off destinations.
It's about slowing down, reconnecting, and really experiencing the places and moments that matter. Welcome to Midlifetrippin.
Here we are. We landed. Getting on the tram.
We flew to Florence and then decided to take a train to get closer to the hotel. And the train stopped about half a mile from the hotel. It was a really easy walk. Managing those on the cobblestone streets was a little tricky, but we got to see so many things when we were walking, and we were just like immersed in the shops and the tourists and the most beautiful architecture. You really know when you're in Italy. There were so many things to do, but we were starving after our flight, so we decided to do dinner that night. We headed to Cucina Toscana Carni for the famous Florentine steak. They serve it really rare there, so be prepared. My husband was a very happy man, and my favorite thing was the salad with these fresh oranges, and they were delicious. Everything there is seasonal. The next day, we headed to l'Accademia Museum, and we saw so many statues, but our main objective was to see the statue of David, and it was incredible. I have never seen anything like that in my life. It was absolutely breathtaking. And sculpture after sculpture, we were just surprised. But we did make a mistake, and we didn't get our tickets ahead of time, so we had a really long wait in line, so don't do that. Get your tickets ahead. Our Hotel de la Senora, was right in the middle of everything, and we could open our windows and hear the music every night from the streets. The next day, we went to visit Mercato Centrale. It's a huge indoor marketplace, and it has all kinds of fresh and prepared foods, little small restaurants and kitchens. We shared a big charcuterie there, and it was so delicious. Then there's an upstairs where they have more formal sit down, and they even have a Florentine steak restaurant up there, so you could enjoy that.
We are headed off to do something very fun today.
Pasta making.
A lot of pasta making.
Yep.
We're headed up to the hills in Florence, and we're going to make gnocchi and some other pastas. And we're so excited. This is going to be so fun.
They said to come hungry, so that's what we're doing.
We're coming hungry, and we're all about the authentic experience. We love the real thing, so heading to Florence Hills is right on our list.
Should be fun.
The next day, we decided to go on a pasta making tour. We wanted an authentic experience, so we had heard about Francie's pasta making, and it did not disappoint. It was way up in the hills, and it was actually at someone's home with these spectacular views. We were in a group with about 10, and they really took their time to teach us not only to make the pasta and knead it, but to really infuse it with love. And we made gnocchi and spaghetti and linguine and bruschetta, and everything was so delicious and fresh, and we were pros by the time it was over, and our bellies were definitely full. We did not need to eat again. Florence overall is very easy to tour, and there's a lot to see, but don't miss Ponte Vecchio. It's the bridge across the river there, and there's lots of shopping. You can also buy gold on the river, and at night it's all lit up, and you can see boats, and it's very romantic and special. We spent a lot of time walking along Ponte Vecchio, and it just is in the heart of everything, and it's always buzzing. There's always a lot of shopping. Grab a sandwich and hit the stores. My favorite was Pucci, and there's many Italian designers to see. But what I really loved about the whole thing was there was always a buzz of activity everywhere, and everybody is in party mode. There's music, there's parades, there's, people singing and skipping, and we just had 3 days there, but we did a lot. Something else you've got to see is the Duomo, the church. There's a bell tower that you can get tickets and climb up. We did not do that because I am claustrophobic and I could not do that. But we did go to Mass there, and that was spectacular. It was all in Italian, but we could understand everything happening. And then the acoustics there are fantastic, and you look up and see these beautiful frescoes, and they are amazing. They're so special. Even if you're not religious, you could appreciate them. And it's a really good place to go. Even if you're not in a church, you could just hear the music. Then we headed to Rome. Since we only had a week in Italy, we had to choose carefully, and Rome felt like the obvious next stop. From everything we'd seen on YouTube, the train to Florence looked like the easiest option for us, and it absolutely was. Booking tickets was really simple, and the ride itself was so beautiful. You could see all the greenery. Once we arrived in Rome, it was an easy walk straight to our hotel. We stayed at this cute boutique spot I found on booking.com called Hotel Alberto Ottocento, and it was right in the heart of the city. That was the biggest win. It put us within walking distance of so many places we wanted to explore. The hotel itself is stunning, really ornate and charming and full of character, and the staff couldn't have been kinder. They even held our bags when we got there so we could head out and start exploring before check-in. The layout of the hotel was a little quirky and had all these little twists and turns, which made it feel surprisingly private and tucked away. Our room was on the corner, and so we had windows that were overlooking 2 different streets, and honestly, one of our very favorite things. The bathroom was really spacious, complete with a bidet, which we love so much we actually installed one in our home later. And the king bed was technically 2 twin beds pushed together, but you would never know it. And those windows, opening them up to hear the sounds of Rome, the chatter, the honking, life happening all around you, that's something that you don't forget. The hotel also had a great restaurant that we kept going back to multiple times. The bread was incredible, and they made one of the best Aperol spritzes I had on the entire trip. It was super refreshing, especially in the summer when the heat temperatures were pushing over 100 degrees every day. We ended up eating there probably 3 times. They served a really large American breakfast too. American style, they had other things, which gave us plenty of options before heading out each day. Getting around Rome on foot is doable, but only to a point. You really want to stay somewhere central like this because you won't be able to walk everywhere. One place we were especially excited to visit was the Colosseum and Palatine Hill. My husband is a huge history buff, and I love architecture and design, so it was a must for both of us. The Colosseum was definitely crowded, but we planned ahead and bought tickets in advance. We opted for an audio tour instead of a group tour, which was perfect for us. It let us move at our own pace and really take in the details that interested us the most. The audio tour did such a great job bringing everything to life. It honestly felt like stepping into history, almost like the scenes from Gladiator. Standing there looking at something built thousands of years ago that's still standing, it is very hard to wrap your head around. The next door, Palatine Hill, is just a short walk away, and it's a completely different vibe. There are beautiful gardens, ruins of ancient homes, incredible views, and the one thing you'll notice all over Rome, fountains. Fresh, cold water everywhere. Seriously, don't buy bottled water, just bring a reusable bottle and fill it up as you go. Between the Colosseum and Palatine Hill, we easily spent a full day exploring. It's a lot of walking. We hit around 20,000 steps that day. But taking your time really makes the experience so much richer. Another must-see for us was the Trevi Fountain. It was within walking distance of our hotel and tucked into a lively piazza, surrounded by shops and crowds. And when you finally see it, it is exactly like the movies. Absolutely breathtaking. It's free to visit, you don't need tickets, and honestly, half the fun is just sitting there and people watching. While we were there, we even saw a marriage proposal, and everyone around us burst into applause. It was such fun to be part of an unforgettable moment. And yes, there are more fountains, more fresh water. It never gets old. To explore more of the city, we also tried the hop-on, hop-off bus. It was a great way to reach places that were a bit too far to walk, and it gave us a different perspective of Rome. We picked up a pass through our hotel, and it was valid for 2 days, which gave us plenty of flexibility. It was very affordable. And riding around, you really noticed the contrast, modern buildings sitting right alongside ancient ruins, the Spanish Steps, historic landmarks everywhere you look. It helped us scope out spots that we wanted to come back to and explore more deeply. Another day, one place we decided to visit was Vatican City. We took the hop-on bus as close as possible and then walked the rest of the way. There's so much to see in St. Peter's Square. It was absolutely packed with people. One thing that stood out was a powerful statue commissioned around the time of COVID by Pope Francis, and it depicts a group of immigrants on a boat, symbolizing that we're all in this together. It was incredibly moving. One day, we met up with some Italian friends that we had online and never met, who wanted to show us their favorite view of Rome from the top of Piazza Venezia. You take an elevator up, and once you reach the top, you're rewarded with a panoramic view of the entire city. There's also a museum inside, and you can tell how proud Italians are of this monument. The view alone made it worth it. They also took us to the Pantheon, another incredible spot right in the middle of the city. It's technically a church, but it feels like stepping into something much older and grander. We booked tickets with an audio tour, which explained one of the coolest features, the giant opening in the ceiling. And yes, when it rains, water comes in, but the Romans engineered a drainage system in the floor to handle it. It is genius. Inside, you'll find tombs and artwork and so many fascinating details. Afterward, of course, we grabbed a gelato, and here's a little tip for you. Go to the pale colored gelato. The brighter ones may look tempting, but the natural colors are usually the more authentic and better tasting ones. The streets of Rome are alive in the best way. Everywhere you turn, there are street performers, musicians, jugglers, and there's this energy that feels like one big celebration. It's infectious. You can't help but get swept up in it. On our last day, we went all in and booked a full day trip to Pompeii and Sorrento by bus. It's a very long day, but totally worth it. Pompeii had been on our bucket list for years, and it did not disappoint. We walked through the ruins, learning how people lived, seeing the baths, the homes, the engineering. It is fascinating. The frescoes, the artwork are still so vivid after everything. It's incredible. What makes it even more special is that about 30% of Pompeii has been uncovered. They're intentionally leaving the rest for future generations, so you might even see archaeologists actively working there while you're there. After Pompeii and a stop for authentic Napoli pizza, we headed to Sorrento, known as the land of the lemons, and it is as beautiful as it sounds. We did a limoncello tasting with stunning coastal views and sampled all kinds of lemon-infused treats. It was such a fun experience. We explored the town itself and sat down for a seafood lunch overlooking the water. It was the perfect break, especially in the heat, which hit about 105 degrees that day. It was a long, full day, but one of the most memorable experiences of the entire trip. And honestly, I would do it all again in a heartbeat.